This morning we're going to have another look at the vintage Gillette Tech Travel Safety Razor, and we're going to have a shave with it. Stay tuned. Hi YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere, it's Mark with GeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another video. Well, in a previous video I had a wonderful shave with the Parker A1R Travel Safety Razor. Boy, this thing is really wonderful. It's a 4-piece razor. Comes in a beautiful leather case like this. And it is very compact. It gave me a really terrific, efficient shave. Very close, very smooth. And this is really nice. $30 online from Amazon. I'll have a link below if you're interested. But this was really nice. Now, in a previous video last year, in January of 2018, I reviewed the Gillette Tech Vintage Travel Safety Razor. Here it is right here. It comes in a little leather case like this. It's a 3-piece razor, and it has the handle, the cap and base plate right here, the razor head, and a little slot for blades. And this thing is very small. Look how small the handle is. And the razor head just slides out like that. And here is the cap and the base plate. Very small and compact. Here, I'll just put it together for you real quickly so you can see. There it is. And the shave I got was, well, I was expecting more, but my thinking was, or is, that the weight of the handle is lacking, so that doesn't give you enough weight to really cut the whisker. Now, last time out I used a 7 o'clock razor blade by Gillette, and I'm thinking that might have been the problem. I don't know. This time around, I'm going to use a Shark razor blade. And I used Arco shave stick last time. This time around, I'm going to use Honor shave soap from Soap Commander. Now, I got out my trusty ice cream scoop, and I scooped some out like that because this is a travel razor and I want to kind of recreate the conditions for travel. I repurposed a little container, a smaller container, and I put the Honor shaving soap right in there. So let's get some hot water, and let's put some hot water on the top of this and let that warm up and kind of soften up a little bit. Okay, so I got a little bit of water on there. I'm just going to set that aside. I'm also going to use a travel shaving brush, a synthetic travel shaving brush. Very compact, nice, and it's large enough or small enough to get right into that container to load the brush, whip up a lather. We're going to let that soak in the sink there. To finish it off, I'm going to use my Razor Rock Travel Alum Block right here. All right, very nice. And I'm going to also follow it up with some Soap Commander Aftershave Balm. Now I'm going to take it out of this bottle, but if you wanted to, you could get a smaller travel size bottle like this and squeeze some of that into this and throw that in your dopp kit, and you're all set for a weekend getaway. So you can repurpose some of this stuff that you get, well, you know, little shampoo bottles and that sort of thing when you go to a hotel, or you can get those at the sample bins from your big box store, that sort of thing. So I'm going to let this soak up, and I'll be right back to wet the face and start this shave, so hang in there. Okay, so I didn't want to bore you with waiting for everything to kind of soften up, warm up, soak up, that sort of thing. We're going to put that in there like that. I'm going to use that Bloom water to wet the face, so let's wet the face. Very nice. We're all set here. Let me just wring that out a little bit, not a lot. There it is, and you can see I could probably find a container that's a little wider and maybe a little shallower that would work a little better, but this is what I had handy. Just want to show you can repurpose just about anything you want. And all I'm going to do is just load the brush and do a face lather. So keep going here. And I always like to wait until I see some cream build around the inner diameter of the container there. And we're there. That's good. All right, you can see we've got a pretty good brush load now. Okay, so here we go. Boy, lather's like a dream. Wow. Even with a small brush like this, a small synthetic brush, that's terrific. And these are not that expensive. You can get these for about anywhere from $3 to $5 online, on eBay, those kinds of outlets online. And they do a fairly good job. Well, you can see. Wow, that was great. Great lather. Again, it's terrific to get something like this and repurpose it. That'll fit in your DOP kit very easily. You don't have to take a big jar of something. If you don't want to run out and buy a shave stick or go through that added expense, just look around your house, get something like this, and get an ice cream scoop, scoop it out, put it in there. You're all set to go. All right, so let me get my blade here, my sharp blade. Let's load this razor and see what kind of shave we get. Really short handle, almost a little awkward to handle. Well, of course I am on camera, but blade alignment and blade balance is very, very good. Try to get that reflection off of the razor head from the light. But we're all set to go. So let's warm this up and let's get to the shave, and hopefully we'll get a better result with the sharp blade and this shaving soap than we did with the 7 o'clock blade and the Arco. And Arco's good stuff. I'm just trying to play around here and see if I get a better result and see how things go. And again, I'm just trying to make the point you don't have to run out and buy an Arco shaving stick. Ooh, I'm traveling, I get an Arco shaving stick. You can just use what you have lying around the house. It'll work fine. All right, so here we go. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty good this time around. Okay, the knurling on it is pretty good. You know, it's a shorter Gillette Tech ball end handle. So you can get a pretty good grasp of it, even with a handle this short. Okay. All right, that's the first test. That's the first pass done. Let's rinse. Oh, well, you know what? Well, it could have been a little better. Could have been a little better compared to some other razors, but maybe the second pass will make up for it. I mean, it's okay. It's almost on par with everything else I have. Any other pass I've done with any other razor. Certainly the Parker A1R was much more efficient on the first pass. Again, trying to see what kind of performance we can get out of a different blade. And I do believe that the sharp blade, well, to me, is a little sharper than what I've used previously. it is a mild razor head, so putting in a sharper blade will help up the efficiency a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's pass number 2. We're going to go east to west across the grain. All right, that's pass number 2 done. Let's rinse. Well, you know what? Pass number 2 was a lot better than pass number 1. And if I had to, I could go to the office, no problem. But I'm going to do a third pass just to see if I can get a little closer, because this is a very mild razor head. Even with that sharper blade, it has upped the efficiency. But I think to get a really good result, I should do a third pass. And I want to see how it handles when I go from south to north against the grain. And so far, it's been pretty secure in my hand. And this is good slick soap, and you know, got some on the handle here, so well, I've got a towel here just in case. Alrighty. All right, yeah, that knurling really gives a good firm grip. We're going to go pass number 3, south to north against the grain. I'm just trying to get some areas I may have missed. But that's pass number 3 done. Let's rinse. You know what? 3 passes with a good shave soap and a sharper blade, and that was a nice shave. I have to admit, that was a much better result than the first time out. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Very, very mild. I found myself adjusting this a little more because of the length of the handle. It sets the angle off a little bit from what you're used to with a longer handle. But yeah, pretty good. That's better than the first time out, that's for sure. Yeah, nice shave. Nice shave. I think it's, well, let me do my final rinses and we can kind of wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and do my warm water and cold water rinses. A lot of slickness to get off the face there. Boy, that's good shaving soap. That really is. That really is. Soap Commander. Boy, I like their stuff a lot. And the Honor is their barbershop scent. Really nice. Doesn't overwhelm you. Not too subtle. Not too bold. Just right. And it does have that great old school barbershop scent. Okay, here's my cold water rinse. Oh boy, that's great. That's absolutely great. I love that cold water rinse. Just wakes things up. Really very nice. That's a nice shave this morning. That really was. I'm very surprised. I think combination of the blade and the soap made a difference. I think the sharper blade helped. You know what? I just think that maybe over time and using some other razors and adjusting the angle of various razor heads and everything like that, maybe muscle memory allows me to adjust this on the fly, so to speak, to get the utmost efficiency from the blade and how it sits in the razor head. It's the only thing I can think of. Plus, I think the soap helped a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say it helped a little bit. I think it helped a lot. I'm going to get my alum block here and run it under some cold water. Well, I don't know. Here we go. Smooth. Oh, that's nice. Very smooth. No zinging, no stinging. Very nice. That's terrific. That really is. That's great. Now, did the soap help a little bit or a lot? Well, come to think of it, I think it helped a lot. I really do. I think Arco is a fantastic soap. I'm going to have to go back and try this blade with Arco and see if it's more blade or more soap. I think it's more blade though, but I do think that the soap added a slickness. I'm comparing a shaving stick that is very good, that is costs about $1.50 if you buy them in a 12-pack, to some shaving soap that costs about $16 in a tub. I think the blade made a big difference. I really do. I don't know, hard to say, but I did get a nice shave. And that's been 30 seconds, so let's go ahead and just use a little bit. Again, you can squeeze this into a smaller container if you want to. You know, this is probably too much here for my face. I'll just carry it upstairs to my head. Oh yeah, that's a little too much. Bring it up here. Really work it in. Nice. Great shave. Really, this time around, it was really very good. I don't know. Must be the blade, must be the soap. I know it's not scientific. I know some of you are screaming at me now saying you should have used the Arco and compared it. You know what? I like the Soap Commander, and I wanted to show that, you know, you can repurpose things too for travel and get your favorite shaving soap. Heck, I could probably even put Arco into this, but yeah, Arco is good stuff, but changed things up, got a better result. I'm gonna have to do this shave again with this blade and Arco. Yes, I might even do it with a feather blade and see how much more efficient I can get. But yeah, I think the lack of weight really does hinder the razor, so you have to up the efficiency with a sharper blade. And the Shark, I believe, is, to me, is always impressed me as being sharper a little bit than the 7 o'clock blade. But I got a really, really nice shave with this. Now, I wouldn't run out and buy one of these. If you see one at a garage sale or, yard sale, that sort of thing, do that. However, this is probably what you want right here because it's 4 pieces. It gives you a full handle. It's very, very efficient. It's good with any blade you put in there. This one here, it's kind of a novelty. I mean, I can see it working back in the day when there weren't any options out there and somebody really wanted to downsize for his DOP kit. Yeah, this fit into this right here along with blades too, which is the nice thing. That works out really, really well. But yeah, I got a better result than I did first time out. I think mixing some things up achieved that result. I love the Honor soap from Soap Commander. That's why I used it. The Shark Blade was sharper, a little more efficient. I think that really helped give me a terrific shave this morning. And really wanted to show you that you can repurpose some of this stuff and not have to run out and, oh, I'm going to travel. I got to get a shaving stick. No, you don't. You just see if you got a little container lying around. Get your favorite shave soap. Get one of these. Scoop it out. Put it in. Get a little travel brush. And you're good to go. If you're gonna run out and buy anything, maybe get one of these if you want to, or get something a little larger diameter, only shallower, which will hold the same amount, so you can use your own standard synthetic brush to swirl it around in there. Lots of ways to get ready for your weekend getaway trip, that sort of thing. All right, that's it. Thanks very, very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/marksradio, where you can find all the products I review on this channel. Organize and categorize so you can find everything very easily in a snap. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I'll see you again real soon.